So, there are a lot of controversial ab exercises out there. We got the crunches, we got the planks, we got the bloody mountain climbers, and you're probably thinking, what are the best ones to build our abs? For somebody who is stuck with their abs looking like this, and being able to take their abs to looking like this, I know my way about building some abs. So in today's video, we're going to break it all down and get you the best one for results. And make sure you stay around until the end for the secret. Might be an obvious secret, so you can see them again for life. To kick off, we got to get an understanding of how to effectively target your abs, so that what you are doing in the gym actually works. Now, we're not going to overcomplicate this. Simplicity will win. But looking into these numerous studies here, they tell us that lumbar flexion and lumbar extension are key for ab activation. You might be wondering, Leon, what the fuck does that mean? Might be easier just to demonstrate it. The lumbar here is the lower part of our spine. Let's just call it our lower back. And completely straightening this out is what you call lumbar extension, which will put your core into stretch. And this next one is where the magic happens. This here is lumbar flexion, or easily put, rounding your lower back over. And doing this will help us contract our core. So the key point I'm trying to get across, to fully target your core, you need to bring yourself through full lumbar extension and lumbar flexion, multiple repetitions at a time. When you do this under load, that's where you see your results, as you can create some tension then, and tension is what builds muscle. Now, just a quick one on what is not targeting your core. I spent many years doing sit-ups from the bedroom floor, wondering why nothing was showing, and the truth was, it wasn't hard enough. Progressively overloading any muscle group is key to growth. Pairing this with taking your abs through their full range of motion and using the keyword that I mentioned there a minute ago, tension. Progressively overloading tension to build some abs. Change requires challenge. There has to be some challenge there. So now that we've covered the principles behind targeting your abs, let's look into how to get it done. All you need are two strategic variations. Let's split these into two, your upper core and your lower core. To effectively target your upper core, you will need a crunch variation, and my favorite one here being a kneeling cable crunch. As you can see from the video, I'm getting full lumbar flexion and lumbar extension, straightening my lower back fully and rounding my lower back fully, using the cable machine to add tension to effectively target your abs under load. And as well, it's a great one to have in the plan. Generally, the majority of gyms have a cable machine. Another good one here, if you've got a well-equipped gym, chances are you've got an ab crunch machine, something like this one here. And sometimes this can be a bit better than the cable crunch because you've got added support and stability. But both are phenomenal in my eyes. Doing some hard training on these will put a lot of stimulating tension onto your upper core, even then with no option but to grow. So now that we've covered the upper core and the crunch variation, let's look toward the lower portion of our core. What you're going to need here is the leg raise variation. And this one is a killer. My most favorite leg raise variation are dragon flags. These not only hurt physically, but they'll damage your soul. And you can see here we can fully flex and round our lower back, achieving very good lumbar flexion under load. And I know it's only body weight, but trust me, these are tough, as you're practically challenging your abs with the full weight of your body. And if you're looking for an alternate one here, as that might be a bit too difficult yet, but you'll get there in time, you can look to run a banded leg raise variation. Similar again, this is going to bias the lower portion of your core. And again guys, the key word here being tension. You have to create a lot of tension. And how do we do that? You gotta train them bloody hard. Repping these out till you get close toward failure. As mentioned earlier, change requires challenge. We gotta challenge them to make them grow. Now you may be thinking, how many times across the week do we need to get these done? My recommendation is training your abs minimum 2 to 4 times weekly. And every time you hit them, make sure you do 3 sets. Reps wise, keep going till you can't do any more. And a cheat code for you here. Put your core work at the start of every session, as that way you're gonna knock them off more frequent. And as well, you won't be fatigued when you're trying to nail them, as when they're at the back end of the session from doing all your compound work, you're going to be fairly tired and you mightn't be able to hit them as effective. So set that in as a non-negotiable and it'll help. For example, if you train 4 days a week like me, I'd do a crunch variation at the start of your first session, a leg raise variation at the start of your second, crunch again for your third, and leg raise for your fourth. And that way you're targeting them both equally. And that's all you need to build some insane abs. But I think where a lot of people go wrong is that they'll put in the work training them, but fail to put in the work in the kitchen to get them revealed. If you can't see your abs right now, you can still train them, but the only way for you to finally see them again will be to get the fat off. It's important to train them as you do that, of course, as when you get the fat off, they'll be fairly chiseled, but training them will not reduce body fat there. Seeing them again will be 95% done from what you're doing around food. And if you want to get your abs back for life, make sure to check out my previous video where I run through how fat loss works and how you can torch it. To get your next 20 to 30 pound down fast, make sure to check out the video. You don't want to miss it. And if you had a good look at our client results, you may call me the ab dealer. It's what I specialize in. I'm fairly good at it. If you've been stuck for quite some time now trying to get your abs back, but nothing seems to work, everyone here was once in the same position as you. They thought that was it. This is the way I'm meant meant to be for life. And the only thing that separates them from you, it isn't work rate. They had the correct plan to follow. Check out the description for the link to a one-to-one coaching call with me personally. Book in for the chat if you'd like effective strategies to help you get to where you want to be. I can take a look into everything that you're doing right now and give some suggestions and help you fix what's holding you back so you can finally get your abs back for the rest of your life. The chat is completely free of charge. It's just to see if I can help you. And other than that, if you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more. And drop your thoughts into the comments. I want to hear from you. Go get those abs back. I'll catch up with you in the next one.